All right, so ready to take a deep dive into something a little different?
Always up for a challenge. Where are we headed?
Well, today's destination is the uncanny valley of Google Maps Street View. You know that feature where you can virtually explore
Oh,
places?
yeah, it's like teleportation, but without the messy side effects.
Right. But it turns out Street View is also this treasure trove of the strange and inexplicable. It's like they accidentally opened a portal to a parallel universe, one where houses glow, people in bird masks freeze in time,
Hmm.
and giant soda logos just appear on mountainsides.
It's true. Some of the things you can find on Street View are truly head-scratching. It really makes you wonder if someone spiked the Regal servers with something a little extra.
And that's what we're going to explore today. Are these just digital hiccups, or is there something more unconventional going on?
I'm intrigued. Let's dive in.
First stop, we're headed to the Netherlands.
Ah, the land of windmills and duck-glowing houses.
You got it. Picture this. You're scrolling through a quiet residential neighborhood on Street View, and bam, this one house is just radiating a multicolored glow, like someone cranked the saturation slider way up, but only on this one specific house.
That's definitely strange. What are the theories on this one?
Well, some folks suggest it's just a trick of the light, maybe reflecting off an unusual roofing material. Others say it could be a greenhouse with some very vibrant plants. But then there's the more imaginative camp.
Let me guess. Aliens. Interdimensional beings.
You're getting close. Some people think it's a portal to another dimension, like that place where your socks disappear in the dryer.
Haha, a dimension of lost socks. That's a new one. Okay, so maybe the glowing house is a mystery for the ages. What else have we got?
Okay, this next one is a bit more grounded. Well, as grounded as things get when you're talking about Google Maps anomalies.
Okay, I'm all ears.
So imagine you're virtually strolling down a street in Japan, just taking in the sights and sounds, and then you come across this group of people, frozen in place. And they're all wearing these long, beak-like masks.
Wait, hold on. Frozen in place? Like statues?
Exactly, just standing there motionless amidst the flow of everyday life. And the thing is, they seem to appear and disappear in different street view captures of the same location. It's like they materialize for a brief moment and then vanish without a trace.
Okay, now that is creepy. Any ideas on what's going on there?
Well, some have connected their appearance to traditional Japanese costumes or folklore figures, which kind of adds a layer of cultural intrigue to the whole thing.
You know, it wouldn't be a deep dive into Google Maps without a healthy dose of the unexplained. All right, what's next?
Okay, get ready for this one because it's truly monumental.
Me.
We're heading to a mountain range in the U.S. At first glance, it looks like, well, a mountain range. But from a certain angle, boom, the peaks and valleys line up to create a near-perfect profile of a Native American's face.
Whoa, are you serious? Talk about finding faces in your toast. This is next level pareidolia.
Right. But the sheer scale of it and the uncanny resemblance makes you wonder if it's just pure coincidence or if there's something more to it.
It definitely makes you think. Okay, so we've got a glowing house, masked figures, a mountain that looks like a face. What else could possibly top that?
Oh, just wait, there's more. This time, we're heading to a Chilean mountainside, and prepare yourself, because what we're about to see is truly, well, it's truly massive.
Okay, you've got me on the edge of my seat here. What is it?
It's a giant Coca-Cola logo, seemingly carved into the side of this mountain. We're talking massive.
Yeah.
Visible from space. In a location with virtually no one around to even see it. It's like someone said, hey, let's brand the Earth itself just for kicks.
Whoa, a Coca-Cola logo etched into a mountain. That's either the most ambitious marketing stunt of all time or someone has way too much time on their hands.
Right. And the thing is, there's been no official claim from Coca-Cola about it.
So it's a mystery brand. Even more intriguing. All right, let's keep going. What other bizarre sights await us on this Google Maps adventure?
Okay, this last one might leave you feeling a little unsettled. We're back in Japan, this time in a seemingly ordinary parking lot. But wait, what's that?
Don't tell me it's another group of people frozen in time, although, now that I say it out loud, that would be pretty amazing.
No, it's not that, but it's equally strange. There's a lone figure standing there, but with an abnormally long head and distorted body proportions.
Wait, what? Okay, that's definitely creeping me out a little. Is it like a statue or...
It's there in one Street View image, gone in the next.
Okay, so maybe a glitch.
Yeah.
Or some kind of digital phantom. I have so many questions.
The internet has gone wild with theories, of course. Some say it's a glitch in Google's image stitching process. Others think it's intentional image manipulation. And then there are those who, well, let's just say they have some more paranormal explanations.
This is why I love these deep dives. Always something new and strange to discover.
Right. But what's really interesting to me is how all of these things, these glowing houses, masked figures, giant logos, and distorted figures, they all challenge our perception of reality and technology. I mean, we tend to think of Google Maps as this straightforward tool, this digital representation of the physical world.
Yeah, it's like we take it for granted that what we see on Google Maps is an accurate reflection of what's actually out there. But these bizarre occurrences remind us that there's still a lot we don't know or understand even in the digital age, and that maybe, just maybe, reality itself is a little bit more fluid and strange than we tend to think it is.
It's like a reminder that reality itself can be a bit glitchy sometimes.
Exactly, and I think that's a valuable insight. These anomalies encourage us to question what we see.
Be critical of the information presented to us.
Yes, and to recognize that there are often multiple layers of meaning and interpretation at play, even in something as seemingly straightforward as a map.
Okay, I'm definitely ready to unpack that a bit further, but maybe after a quick break, we can come back and dive into what these anomalies tell us about ourselves, about our need to make sense of the unknown, and maybe even create our own narratives around these digital mysteries.
Sounds like a plan. I'm ready to explore more of these virtual rabbit holes.
Yo.
You know, it's fascinating how these Google Maps oddities, they really tap into our deep-seated need to make sense of the world around us. We're practically wired to find patterns, even when they might not actually be there. Like our brains are constantly searching for a narrative, a story to connect the dots and explain the unexplainable.
Yeah, it's so true. Think about that glowing house in the Netherlands. We still don't have a definitive explanation for it, and it's led to all sorts of theories, some mundane, some outlandishly fantastical. It's like the ambiguity itself fuels our imaginations.
Absolutely. It becomes a digital Rorschach test. Each person projective their own beliefs and interpretations onto these images. Some might see a trick of the light, while others envision a gateway to another dimension. It all comes down to your perspective and what you're willing to believe.
And then there are those figures in Japan, those with the long, beak-like masks. They're just so unsettling, especially with their static poses and the fact that they suddenly disappear. It's like they stepped out of a myth or a folktale and right into the digital realm of Google Maps.
It really blurs the line between reality and performance, doesn't it? I mean, their attire could be connected to traditional Japanese costumes, but their immobility and fleeting existence in these digital snapshots create a sense of mystery and unease. Like they're playing a game with our perceptions, challenging us to figure out their purpose or even their reality.
Okay, so let's shift gears for a second and talk about that gigantic Coca-Cola logo etched into the Chilean mountainside. If that's not a testament to the power of branding, I don't know what is. It also makes you think about the ethics of land art and the impact of human intervention on the environment.
It definitely raises questions about the scale and permanence of those interventions. If it really is a Coca-Cola project, well, it's a bold statement, to say the least. It also makes us consider that line between artistic expression and corporate advertising, how those two things might intersect or clash in the public sphere.
Okay, gotta be honest, that long-headed figure in the Japanese parking lot still creeps me out. It's like something straight out of a fever dream. And the fact that it appears and disappears in different Street View captures only adds to the mystery.
Yeah, there's a definite sense of the surreal and the unsettling with that one. It messes with our expectations of what's normal in these digital representations of reality. And because it resembles a human figure, but it's distorted in a way that feels off, it triggers that uncanny valley effect, that sense of unease we get when something is both familiar and alien.
Speaking of feeling uneasy, remember that last image we talked about? The one that wasn't blurred. It makes you wonder about Google's blurring algorithms and what criteria they're using to decide which faces get blurred and which ones don't.
That's a really good point. It highlights the potential for bias and inconsistency in these seemingly objective technological systems, like a reminder that algorithms are still created by humans. They can reflect human perspectives and priorities, whether it's intentional or not.
So we've explored all these strange occurrences in Google Maps Street View. But what can we actually learn from them? Are they just digital glitches, or do they offer a glimpse into something deeper? Something about our own perceptions, biases, and this desire to make sense of a world that's often stranger than we imagine.
I think it's a little bit of both. These anomalies, they highlight the limitations and quirks of technology. They remind us that even in this digital age, there's room for error, for the unexpected, for the unexplainable. Like reality itself can be glitchy sometimes.
It's true. It's like we're constantly reminded that the world is full of surprises. And sometimes the most interesting discoveries are the ones we least expect.
Precisely. And I think that's a valuable takeaway. These anomalies encourage us to question what we see, to be critical of the information that's presented to us, and to recognize that there are often multiple layers of meaning and interpretation at play, even in something as simple as a map.
You know, it's kind of funny when you think about it. We have this incredibly powerful tool, Google Maps, that can take us anywhere in the world,
Yeah.
virtually at least. And yet it's also this strange, almost surreal landscape where glitches and anomalies just pop up. It's like
Yeah.
digital weeds, reminding us that even the most advanced technology can't fully capture reality.
It really is a reminder that there's still a sense of mystery and the unknown out there, even in our digital age. And that element of surprise, those unexpected encounters with the bizarre, that's what makes exploring Google Maps so fascinating. It's like a treasure hunt for the strange and the unexplained.
You know what I find really interesting? It's how these Google Maps anomalies, they spark all these conversations and theories. It's like they tap into our collective imagination, where logic and reason take a backseat to speculation and storytelling.
Oh, absolutely. It reminds us that we as humans are natural storytellers. We're always searching for those connections, for patterns, explanations. And when we come across something that just defies easy categorization, we instinctively try to make sense of it, to weave a narrative around it, to create a story that fits into our understanding of the world.
And it's like each anomaly is a blank canvas. And we, the viewers, we become the artists. We fill in the gaps with our own interpretations, our own beliefs, maybe even our fears. It's a fascinating intersection of technology, perception, and psychology.
I think it also speaks to our desire for connection, for those shared experiences. These anomalies become a cultural touchstone, something we can all talk about, debate, speculate on together. It creates a sense of community, of shared wonder, even if that wonder stems from confusion or even a little bit of uneasiness.
So are these Google Maps anomalies just glitches in the system, tricks of the light, or something more?
I think the answer lies somewhere in between. It's the not knowing for sure, that ambiguity that makes them so compelling. They challenge us to question what we think is real, to embrace the uncertainty, to just acknowledge that there's still so much we don't know about the world, both digital and physical.
Well said. I think that's a great place to wrap things up. A reminder that even in our highly technological, data-driven world, there's still room for mystery, for wonder, for those head-scratching moments that remind us that reality can be stranger than fiction.
And who knows what other digital oddities are still out there waiting to be discovered. The world, or at least our digital representation of it, is a vast and strange place full of surprises just waiting to be uncovered.
That brings us to the end of our deep dive into the wonderfully weird world of Google Maps Street View. We've seen glowing houses, masked figures frozen in time, a mountain that looks like a face, and a giant Coca-Cola logo etched into the earth.
It's certainly been a journey, a trip through the uncanny valley of digital mapping.
And for all of you listening out there, we've included links to all the anomalies we talked about in the show notes, so you can go check them out for yourself and draw your own conclusions. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep that sense of wonder alive. Who knows what other digital oddities are lurking just around the corner?